Blair on day 67 at LEQ 12 on Hauraki Golf. Good day out there on the water. Achieved what you set out to?
Yeah, we certainly did. It was a really good day. I've just been off the water for a week or so. Could have really asked for better conditions, anywhere between probably 8 or even a bit less at times, and up to 15 or 16 knots. So yeah, good day, and a little bit of a leftover sea state from the northwest there. A lot of wind yesterday around, so yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I did note the confused sea state out there. Was it any particular mode changes you had to make to deal with it, or?
Oh, it just makes it a bit harder for everyone on board, which is quite fun. So yeah, we've said before, these days are pretty important for us to jump on in the Hauraki Golf. It's not always like that, so it's much more similar to the conditions that we will expect and what we experienced in Barcelona last year.
Yeah, copy that. I noticed a few new sensors on the starboard foil. Is there a particular set of information you're trying to gather with those, or just overall?
Yeah, always. It's the name of the game. Always trying to collect what you can, see what you can, and yeah, I think it should have got that today.
Cool. And then the new arm attachment on the port side. Is there a particular reason that that's running, or that you can share? Or
no, I mean, it's all to do with mass distribution. All teams have been playing with it. It's no big secret, so we're just trying that out, and we'll see. We'll see. Not the best looking thing, but went all right.
Yeah. And you spent quite a lot of time trying to load that port foil today, doing lots of quick fairways and roundups, and anything noticeable?
Well, it was a long port downwind to get out to where we did off the NYYC Latino there. So I mean, it was a long starboard back up, and it was just getting a bit boring. So then we just did some roundups and fairways to help us get back in to North Head there. But just keep it a bit exciting.
Yeah, brilliant. And excited for the new boat. When are you going to see it next?
Yeah, we'll see. Still a wee way off yet, but yeah, can't wait for that. It's boat's been great, but can't wait to get into the big one.
Riley Gibbs, a two-boat day for American Magic today. You were doing trim on Magic, on the Magic AC40. What was the objective when you left the dock this morning?
Yeah, I mean, coming into this next training block for us, two-boating, high priorities on racing and, racing on the race course. So that's what we were able to accomplish today, exactly that.
We've seen the boats, the hulls in one design mode over the last several weeks. Today we saw custom foils on starboard side on both boats. What was the thinking behind that?
Just as we're coming into the tail end of foil design and always trying to eke out the most in our performance, we're just looking back and confirming our suspicions on what we learned over the summer.
Also, the boats were sailing with different sail configurations today. Same idea there, just trying to check things, ratify things?
Yeah, I guess you could say that, and more so just getting the sails exposure on the water and familiarizing ourselves with the sails that will be, or at least the designs that we might be using going forward.
You did a few races today. Any discernible differences between the two boats?
Not necessarily. Majority of it came down to stability around the track. We kind of saw that it was a pretty asymmetric day as far as the breeze direction and the sea state, and just stability. I'd say starting would be a good one.
That sea state seems like it will be a factor come the cup, because it can be very asymmetric here.
Yeah.
How can you kind of compensate for that?
Fortunately, we likely won't have a Mistral, hopefully at least during the summer, kind of developing these long westerly swells that come in. So they're pretty challenging. It poses quite an issue for the flight controllers to tackle tack to tacks. Very asymmetric and set up possibly, but yeah, difficult.
It seems to me when you come off the foils, there's a better jibe or a better tack to get back up on. Is that true, or is that just?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So if you fell off the foils during a race, would it maybe be worth tacking onto the other tack or jibing onto the other jibe?
Yeah, quite possibly. I think it depends on your whole race strategy and where you are on the course and so on. And you'd hate to go outside a boundary, but yeah, you might have to tack over.
We saw Magic come in a little bit earlier than America today. Were there any issues with the boat?
Not necessarily, not that I'm aware of, but it's a pretty good day, pretty productive.
What was the reason for coming in earlier? You just done what you needed to do?
Yeah, I think we've accomplished everything we needed to do, and have a pretty good forecast coming up for the rest of the week, and trying to make the most of that as well. So.
So we're here in Barcelona with Nico Rolaz from the Alinghi Red Bull Racing team. Today we have had some southwest winds with southeast swell. How did it go?
So yeah, today very nice breeze, a bit stronger than expected. We knew that we were going to have some waves, but in the end was everything went well. Good sailing, good condition.
Nico, we have seen you as a trimmer in the AC40 and at the AC75 as a cycler. Today you were trimming. Can you explain us about which is your role in the team?
So yeah, my role in the team is I'm a trimmer on board. As maybe you know, I started as a cycler at the beginning of the campaign, then moved to the driving group, and I'm still when needed able to jump on the bike when the guys need me. So I'm a bit hybrid there, but remain a trimmer.
Good. We're pretty curious about how's the communication, because these 2 days have been pretty special with the waves, and we're thinking about how the communication differs from helm with trimmer on board when you're having a flat water day, compared that when you're having limit wave conditions.
So yeah, communication on board is a tricky subject. Even when it's a flat sea state, it's something we're always working on and making sure it's going well, trying to improve it, because it's going to be crucial for racing. And we have a really strong base, like a good communication playbook and still working on it. So I wouldn't say it differs much from a flat day to a wavy day. Everybody has defined roles and knows what to say and when to say it.
Because I imagine you like going downwind with waves. Then if suddenly like the helm decides to change of course he needs to like advise a little bit before.
Yeah, it's like keywords are being used and everybody knows what's going on. And yeah, helmsmen are putting words on their actions, which is like we need that to be able to sail the boat.
Then we saw that today on board you were 3 trimmers. What was the purpose of that?
Today, just as the sea state was a bit bigger to make the crew swap easier, we had we were 3 trimmers to make it the crew swap easier, but we sailed the boat with 2 trimmers today.
Then last one, we saw that at some moment today you were like sailing, like making an exercise with up and down with an arm, and then later on you were like going downwind with both arms down, making some jibes. Which was the purpose? So
like people knows, in this last period we're working on the system on the boat, and it's part of the work we're doing, trying to make our system work better and trying new board drops, sailing with 2 boards especially for the starts gonna be needed. So just practice.
Tira a la izquierda, tira a la izquierda.